Hello my friends, Rachel Archelaus here. Today I want to talk to you about rewriting any limiting beliefs that you have about yourself. One of my favorite things to do is learn about how the best people in the world at what they do got there. And I was just listening to a Courtney Dauwalter interview. She is the best ultra runner of all time, male or female, and she has such a beautiful approach to life. And she got into ultra running because she thought, let me see if I can do this. Because she had run a marathon and thought she could never, ever, 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 ever reach the end. It was way too long, and she ended up doing it. She was fine. And then she's like, what about 50K? What about 50 miles? What about 100 miles? And now she's the best there ever was. I love stuff like that because it's curiosity that brings you forward. It's what if that brings you forward. Like, it's a slippery slope, right? It's an easy in. And when I moved to Utah, I already considered myself a hiker. I love being in the woods. I love changing elevations, changing scenery. I got here and I looked up and I was like, oh my gosh, these are gigantic mountains. And I was so intimidated. For years, I was so intimidated. I wouldn't go on hikes over a certain elevation gain. I wouldn't go on hikes over a certain mileage. Just this year, in fact, I started realizing like, oh, hey, I can go higher. I can do more and still be okay. I'm not going to die if I climb to the top. It's been revolutionary for me because I've always been a person who is afraid of heights. I still am, but I've learned ways to get around it. I just don't look down and I'm okay. And it allows me to do the things that I really, really, really love to do. And it's become so enticing, such a drive, such a passion, and doing those things that you think you can't do, it's so rewarding. It's incredible. So I've gone on several trips now where I've proven to myself that I can do these things. It's really fun, and I am using the knowledge that I had before to make sure that I'm doing it safely. So being smart, doing your research, but also letting yourself go and experience new things is just so revolutionary to the human spirit. And I think we deserve to live our lives. We deserve to have new experiences. One of the reasons why people like to travel is because when you're traveling, you're not around known things usually. It's taking you out of your comfort zone. It's taking you out of your daily routine, at least. And you're kind of forced to be in the moment. You need to observe and make decisions in ways that you don't in an everyday way. That renews us. We feel caught up with ourselves. That's why we love going places on vacation. So try it out. Try something new. Try something that you've been curious about recently and see how it goes. On this hike that you're seeing right now, we didn't even make it to the top. We ran out of time and we had to turn around. But we made it farther than we'd ever gone before. This was our longest hike together and our highest hike together. And now, after doing a little bit more research about that specific ridge line, I know exactly how to go and get around that boulder that we turned around at. So it's okay if you don't make it all the way. It's okay if you turn around. It's okay if it's not what you thought. We need to stop doing things simply to achieve and do things for the experience, for the fun, for the moment. Because the stakes are nil, right? There's no stakes. There's no way to fail. You get the experience of being you in your body, in the moment, experiencing life. So if you have a strong story like I did of, I'm afraid of heights, So afraid of heights that over the years I've had to have my mom stand in front of me on an escalator so that I couldn't see anything around me. When I go skiing now, even as an adult, I have to close my eyes on the ski lift because looking down is too terrifying. And various other things will get to me driving on mountain roads. But I can manage it, right? And I can start whittling down the strength of that story. So what is your story? What is a story that's keeping you from doing something that you might really love? And how can you tell yourself a different story? How can you start calibrating to a different truth? Because it's only the truth because you keep telling yourself that. So how can you soften it? And how can you open yourself up to more opportunity? Well, I will let you enjoy watching a little bit more of this hike, and I will see you again very, very soon. Super love. Bye for now.